Good morning. I trust you're ready for your first day at Hogwarts?
I've been dreaming of this day for a long time. Can't believe I'm here.
Well, you are here. Make the most of it. You only have one first day at Hogwarts. Now, in light of your unique situation, joining us as a fifth year, you'll need to catch up with your classmates and not fall behind. Especially as you'll be expected to complete your OWLs at the end of the year.
OWLs? Owls?
Yes, your ordinary wizarding level exams. They will determine what type of career you can have when you leave here. After much discussion with the headmaster and the Department of Magical Education at the Ministry, we've devised something extraordinary to ensure your success. Here you are.
What is it?
It is a wizard's field guide. It will help you to keep track of what you are learning so that you master all that's expected of a fifth year. You would be wise to take full advantage of this exceptionally valuable resource.
Thank you, Professor, but what do you mean it will keep track of what I'm learning?
Perhaps seeing it in action will answer any questions you may have. Walk with me and we shall put it to the test. This way. The guide will give you opportunities to practice your magic and educate yourself about wizarding lore. I certainly would have appreciated something like the field guide when I was a student. Using the guide will also train you to be alert to your surroundings. Do keep up! Simply cast Revelio on it, and we'll see what...
Revelio!
Clever, isn't it? Keep your eyes open for more opportunities like that, inside and outside of the castle. Ah, good timing. Perfect opportunity to show you how to use flue flames to get around a bit quicker. Your field guide contains a map of the castle. Open it up and find Central Hall. And here we are. Quite the time saver. These stairs lead directly to Central Hall. You can get almost anywhere in the castle quickly from Central Hall. Always something happening here. It's the heart of the hive. Our King's Cross station, so to speak. That should be all for now. You'll be expected to attend both Charms and Defense Against the Dark Arts classes today. And I'd like to be sure you get to...
What will I learn in Charms class?
Exactly what you might expect. Spells, charms, jinxes, all terribly useful. I think you will enjoy Professor Ronan. He's a clever and entertaining wizard, and a talented teacher.
You mentioned Hogsmeade, Professor.
Hogsmeade is the only all wizarding village in Britain and is home to an array of shops, and you should be able to find all of the school supplies you require in Hogsmeade. You will also, I imagine, enjoy many a butterbeer there with friends in due course.
Can you tell me more about the Defense Against the Dark Arts class?
Defense Against the Dark Arts, as the name implies, focuses on how to defend oneself against the evils that lurk beyond. A mastery of defense. Fortunately, we...
Thank you, Professor Weasley.
A lot to absorb on your first day, and you have much to learn. Judging by your adept use of Revelio...
He did, Professor.
He's been terribly vague as to the events preceding your arrival. My suspicion is that there's more to...
I'm sorry, Professor, but I'm afraid that's all there is to it.
Almost precisely what Professor Fig said. Speak of the devil, Professor Fig. Your ears must have been...
Oh?
Yes. You seem to have provided our new fifth year with a solid foundation in the basics of spellcasting.
Ah, I'm afraid I can't take all the credit there, Professor. They've a rare aptitude for magic, it seems.
Well, I'm just glad you both arrived in one piece. Perfectly good boats and carriages to Hogwarts, and you chose to fly in the...
I wouldn't say I chose the dragon's path, Professor.
Very well. Might I rely on you, Professor?
Of course.
Good luck today. And remember to use your field guide. And invaluable to...
Yes, Professor.
Come and find me in my classroom after you've... And we'll see if we can't get you to Hogsmeade for those supplies.
It's good to see you, Professor.
And you. I was hoping our paths would cross today, before you immersed yourself in studies. Did I hear you masterfully evade Professor Weasley's interrogation regarding our late arrival?
I did my best, but I'm fairly certain she suspects that we're not being entirely forthcoming.
Yes, well, Professor Weasley is a brilliant and astute witch. We don't know where this... and she may feel a...
Understood, Professor.
Happily, you have the benefit of an Speaking of guides, and why don't I show you the clever enchantment we included? Unfold it and have a look. The map is enchanted to help you find your way.
This will be incredibly helpful. Thank you.
Now, sounds like you've quite a day ahead, what with You'll enjoy Mr. Ollivander. I shall reach out when I have more. For now, focus on...
Revelio.
Rumor is, Professor Heck used to work for the Ministry. Or wonder what she...
Some of us are wanting to get back to the lesson.
Here, behind you. There is an open seat here.
Thank you.
Hello, I am Nettie. So you are the new student. Have you met Professor Ronan yet?
Shall we begin? Welcome to Year 5 of Charms. Now, this will be a crucial year in your education on the art of charm work, but I am confident that we will take hold with the passion and rigor requisite of such a challenge. Right, now, everyone, please open your textbooks to page 517. But before we begin, can anyone here tell me the difference between the incantations of the color change and growth charms? Anyone? Anyone? I am afraid it is too late to study now. My, the summer months must have really taken a toll on you all. By the looks of it, you all spent your holidays practicing Obliviate on one another. Do you even remember how to perform a basic summoning charm? Well, it seems that we are in dire need of review. Everyone get into pairs and take positions on opposite sides of the classroom. Now let's put those textbooks to use as the blunt objects you so believe they are, and take turns summoning them out of one another's hands. Only one book will be needed per partnership, Miss Dale. Thank you. Get into place now.
Accio!
That is not bad.
You are a swift learner. I see a lot of potential, but remember, potential is nothing without practice. Keep at it. You might just rival Miss Onai here. Very good, everyone. That's enough of that. Well, as you all seem to have the basics down, and it is an exceptionally lovely day, I was thinking that we might have ourselves a little excursion outside for a spot of fresh air. After me. I've always found that fun goes hand in hand with mastery, as I'm sure the Quidditch players amongst us would agree. So, what better than a bit of sport to put our prowess with the summoning charm to the test, right? So why don't we have our newest student start us off? Very simply, cast Accio on one of the spheres and relinquish your charm at the last possible moment. Now, very good. That's it! Splendid! Happens to the best of us. Very good. Points to Hufflepuff. But there's certainly no sport in playing without some friendly competition. Miss Onai, would you care to give our new student a bit of a challenge? Come on up. You'll be the blues, just as before, and Miss Onai, you are playing red. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Here we go. Phew.
Accio!
Excellent.
Let us see this. Yes! Nicely done. Be sharp. There we go.
Accio!
perfect score. Remarkable. Let us make this a bit more interesting, shall we?
I think we are well past interesting at this point.
I'll say.
Enough chatter. Focus now. You will need it. This round settles it all.
Here we go! Phew.
Accio!
That's it!
Watch this. That is how it's done. Brilliant. Be sharp. There we go.
Accio!
Very good. Very good, both of you. Well done. Class is dismissed. Gather your things on the way out.
Good game back there. I must admit, I think I underestimated you. Took me weeks to become proficient with Accio. Took weeks for me to get anything.
That's good to hear. It's a lot to take in all at once.
To put it lightly, I transferred here from Wagon. My mother received an offer to teach divination here.
Is Wagadu a castle, like Hogwarts?
Its address is Mountains of the Moon. It is not so much a castle. I remember, and then it just...
Is Wagadu much bigger than Hogwarts?
Wagadu School of Magic is a large, but it never seemed...
This may seem an odd question, but is magic the same there as it is here?
Most...
You can cast spells without a wand.
Oh, yes. I find... I must admit, however, that I...
It's nice to learn about another wizarding school.
Thank you for asking. I do miss Wagadu, but I am glad to be here at Hogwarts. I think Professor Ronan... Until next time.
Of course, you can use Accio on humans, if you're so inclined.
Well, you'd be using it on clothing to be precise.
Professor Ronan reminds me of my grandfather. Loads of wisdom.
A word, if you would.
You wanted to speak with me, Professor?
I did. I trust your
Well, an outdoor competition wasn't exact...
What charm is there in thee? You did well, managing to best as...
Thank you, Professor.
Miss Onai is always a fierce competitor, though I sense that she is a bit distracted of late. Now, Professor Weasley has asked that your professors give you instruction outside of the ordinary curriculum. Expect to hear from me soon regarding a special assignment that I am preparing for you.
Hello there. You're the new student, aren't you?
Revelio.
Is that all you've got?
Levioso!
Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso? A levitation charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
Levioso!
Now, let's try something a little larger. Let us begin with a basic cast. See how the dummy deflected your cast? This time, cast Levioso first, then the basic cast. Remember, a surprise... Good. Now, the basic. Well done.
Levioso!
Very good. But the best way to practice is by dueling. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
This would be lucky.
Nothing lucky about it.
This can't be your first duel.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner. Stupid Protego. Levioso.
Only all my students with this adept. I do enjoy lively duel.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Hufflepuff.
Thank you, Professor Hecat. Glad to have the opportunity.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards...
Understood, Professor.
again. Well done today. All right. That's enough spectacle for one day. Class is dismissed.
You drilled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done.
Nice work.
I'd hate to face Professor Hecat in a duel.
Revelio.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly. If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
Revelio. I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice? It felt more like I was dueling and I didn't expect a new Then again, perhaps...
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. You know, you...
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time, whether it's joining a secret dueling club, you just have to be clever enough.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower. Till next time.
Revelio.
Again. Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as it's only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek. He tried to stop me, did rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar. But he failed as did his contestant chap, so I took my revenge to wring out.
Accio.
My pretty I'd fire up the cannon.
Glad you could make it. Look just over there.
Accio. Revelio.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other... It's our way of determining the scores and to live.
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed ones, you could duel with... Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Protego! Leviosa! Stupid!
Viva Morpho!
Leviosa!
Expulso!
Leviosa! You're better than that! Accio! Leviosa! Accio! Protego!
There goes my way.
Accio! Leviosa!
Don't try them now. Some big hits that round.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but
Brilliant. Count me in.
now it takes time to organise these duels. But check with me later. I may have something lined up. Again, congratulations on your first crossed one. Hope to see you back here again.
Revelio.